You know, this is almost a universal experience for a lot of couples who say, hey, wait a minute, I really enjoy being with my spouse, except when they get with their family and something happens and the person I know becomes someone I don't know.
It is somewhat universal, but I sense a little bit of kind of depth to this that may not typically be there.
Well, I think, you know, sometimes we have family cultures that are very powerful and have very clear spoken rules about what you're supposed to value and how you're supposed to behave. And it's easy sometimes to go along with a family that's that strong when you're in it and reserve private thoughts about how differently you view life. And you can be free to be yourself with your spouse and not with your family.
Okay, so on the practical side, what can you do? Number one, you've got to talk this out with your spouse. Let him know how you feel about this, and not in a way that's going to put him on the defensive, but in a way that helps him see your heart.
Yeah, here's the trick. You want to stay authentic. You want to be you, but you want to have a lot of empathy for your spouse. And here's the thing. You may know that you know who they really are, and you understand the difficulty of staying true to that when they're under the family pressure. You may want to use some humor. You may want to give them a little nickname and say, okay, you know, the little boy is going to come out today and you're going to do everything your parents say, but can I be assured that when we get back home, our life is really going to reflect what we value?
Right.
And not see them so much as a phony, but as somebody struggling to get some autonomy from their family and still be connected and loved. It's a really threatening thing to do.
Yeah, it really is. And I know we haven't struggled with that significantly in our relationship. In fact, sometimes you're more likely to side with my parents than I am.
I think I am, actually. I really like some of their values.
But this is something that I think that can really kind of be divisive if you don't talk about it. So it really is important to put it on the table, get it out there.
Yeah, with some objectivity and as much playfulness as you can to take some of that pressure off.
Right, and then the second part of our answer to this is to say, and this is something you hear us say probably from time to time in various answers, but that is to get some objectivity for yourself by just thinking, you know, kind of this will be interesting. We say that a lot, but it's the kind of idea that it just kind of allows you to frame it in a way that you don't take it quite so personally. Well, this should be interesting to watch, you know, my husband interact with his parents again. And that way, at least you don't kind of get pulled into it emotionally when it's painful.
If you're not as reactive and threatened, he probably will relax and not feel like I have to please everybody in this room, and that's impossible.
Right. Well, there you go.